It's perfect. It's perfect. I didn't have to use a single reroll. I get a building that I'm going to want to use it by the end of the game, which actually terraces might be into like high of supply at the end because you've got the boon that adds terraces as well as the base amount of terraces that you get. I don't think I'm going to want to play like 4 or 5 of them. I think the max I want to play is like 2, so my boons would already cover that. Terraces could be used in other locations where I'm making like not my temple pit anymore, but just like trying to get high scoring mansions because I've got too many of them, or houses or something. I don't think I'm going to draw that many buildings, but it's a possibility, a very slim possibility. Okay, we get a ley line. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, another. Hold on, where's the ley line? Where is it? Please. Oh, it's in a good spot. It's in a good spot. Okay, so it's not like it's beside the coast, which is kind of bad, but we get water platforms, so we can fill up that space later. It's beside a cliff a little bit, which is kind of bad, but we can add wall platforms above this. It's got some stone faces here, but if I can delete it. Yes, yes. Okay, this is a great spot for a ley line. This is going to be an 8 or a 9 boon one, and we can start with a verdure. Now, if I start with a verdure, that means that I can place the flowers in like specific areas that I could then cover up with things like a brewing pack. Or if I take a brewing pack first, no, this is gonna like take up too much of the physical space. If I don't take verdure first, you'll see that like here, I'm getting 19 points, right? If there was like hop fields down where I'm trying to place this right now, I'd delete like, or I wouldn't even be placing 2 trees or something like that. The earlier I get verdures, the better. It is also crazy that if I were to be able to eke out like the extra 2-point flower on top of this, I can place 1 verdure and instantly get to the next round. Which, look, there it is. Guys, 21 points on your first building. Hold on. Right, I'm back for some more leyline maxing. We got a fantasy island here, and we are playing with verdures to start out. I think it's sorry, no, it wasn't guaranteed to get this. There was another option that I had. Last I left off, I was looking to try to place a 20 or a 21 point verdure. I'm wondering if that's good though. If I box out a blooming tree, I can get more verdures in range of the leyline easier. I don't think I'm going to go for it though. I think the 21 points is fine. Grabbing 1 extra flowered tree. It's like -5 points here. It's 1 extra tree down in the area. It grants me 3 points. I'm taking a -5 hit right now, so it's only like a overall change of 2. So it's not that bad. Let's see what our next building is. Brewing pack or seaweed farm pack. I've got 2 verdures. I'm probably going to get a few more from opening up the seaweed farm pack. If I get, I think, 3 of these, I'll get enough points from playing them around the ley line to be able to not have to play any of my seaweed farms. So we're going to hope to get... okay, well, that's fine. We'll hope to get a seaweed farm on the next pack. I'm looking to play a verdure as like tight to the other one as I can. We're seeing 10 points out of maximum. How many points is this? It's going to be giving me 15 if it were to be maxed out, -5 from the tree, +4. So I need to be getting 14 points if I want to max this guy out. Seeing 9, is there a way that I can get more? There was a 10 all the way back here. Has all 3 of my blooming trees though, and none of the other ones. I'd rather spawn more trees than just like more blooming trees. Hold on, that's spawning... okay. This is 8. If I can tuck it in just a little bit more to get it away from that tree, it's like 1 tree off of being perfect. Right there, I think I'm fine with. And then the next time I just have to eat another 5 points from this tree being in range. I am going to spawn some fish with it. That's fine. I can just use this for points compared to a lot of greenery. 13 points isn't that bad. Again, that's... hold on, that's not anywhere like near the max because I'm getting 2 fish. That's, what is it? Turning up the points from a blooming tree by 1. Yeah, you can see that I'm not spawning 2 trees off to the left there. I could get 15 here. I'm comfortable with 15 for sure. And we can move on over here. Now I either eat one of the trees or I kind of back this out a bit more than the rest of them. I'm inclined to back it out more. and spawn as many trees as possible. I think I saw an 18 somewhere here. I think these trees are too close to the shoreline, so I would need to move it off to the right a bit. Come on. There's the 18. I think I'm spawning all but one tree doing this. Okay, and then my next verdure would go in this area right here. And that's enough points that when I place my first seaweed farm, I'll get to the next pack, so that's good. Seaweed farms. This is too far away. None of them look too good. I could put some seaweed farms here and then here, but that is taking up real estate near my... I mean, fishers like being beside seaweed farms, same with the lighthouses. A lighthouse could go here and be in range of the ley line. These farms are just like so far away, I don't think they'll be able to get double points off of each other. I think it's still better to have some kind of rock outcrop over here that I can choose to like put seaweed farms on instead of just building along a shoreline. So this is like as good as I'm going to get. I could also eat some points on this seaweed farm to get more points on the ley line. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. The net doesn't extend as far, but I could just focus on building more fields here. And the fields, yeah, they get pretty close to it. And the shoreline. Like, I can't sneak them underneath the farms like I usually like to, but it's not going to make too much of a difference. Brewing pack for sure. We get no farms. That's rough, because now I'm not able to get any double points off of this. I'm inclined to play my brewery to get the points that I need now. Hops fields on this corner feel like they're a fine choice, and then I can put a wall platform above them eventually. I think they're a bit taller than mansions and stuff. Okay, and then this does delete just one tree, two trees. If I could play it at a bit of a different angle, it would delete less trees, but I'm fine with it deleting trees. I should be anyways. Hold on, that still deletes two. If I could do this, it deletes two. I think this pulls it into the wall, though, which I prefer. Let me just see. Yep. And we've already got our first sealed boon. That is 1, 2, 3. I think I played 4 verdures around this. 3 hops fields. So that is... how many points? 16, 12, plus the 3 over here. 28, 31. So it's 30 points on the first ley line. And I've got 1 extra point in this guy. At least that would make the most sense. I'm not thinking that they'll scale it to, like, what was it? 31 points exactly. 30 points just feels like a nice round number that they'd set it to. This is going to allow more hop fields to be in range. It gets rid of 1 blooming tree. If I play it here, it doesn't. It's not taking up as much space against the wall as it should, but I guess I could fit like a tavern or something back there, and that'll still be in range of the ley line. I'm fine with the brewery here. Lumber pack is great early on with how many trees we spawned, and we're going to spawn a few more. Thank you. This is a well-timed verdure, and we get the seaweed farm that we were hoping for. So now I play you out here, only getting 1 -5. I could play you here and take 2, but I don't think we're getting any more verdures. It's like unlikely that I'm going to be getting... I think there's 6 verdures in every pack instead of 5, how I've thought before. This is 14 points. It's spawning most of the things away from the ley line, which is honestly better, I think. The things that I want to hit the trees. No, I think most of my lumberjacks are on this side. It's difficult to say right now. I think I'm still fine with it being played at like the edge of its range. Because I don't want to play it, yeah, against the cliff face here. I'll play it for spawning as many trees as I can right now. Verdures in the future are going to be played just on the ley line, spawning like a few flowers or something, just because there's not... where am I going with this? All of the buildings that I'm placing are going to be bulldozing these blue blossomed trees, so I'm not going to have the -5 points from these guys anymore, because like all of this area is going to be built over anyways. Okay, so if I play you here, you're going to get pulled up and delete how many trees? 1, 2. That's all right. What about you over here? You're not deleting anything, but you're getting a bit too close compared to what like your range suggests you should be played around a ley line for. Okay, that's 1. We could play you here. You're taking a -24 if we get you in range again, compared to... Can we get this guy in range? I mean, yes, but it's not great. Hold on. 10. Can I get a 13? No, it has to be in range of that fish. Rough. That's one of the fish that I played with the verdure. See, I could rotate it this way, but I think it gets, yeah, too close to the other seaweed farm. It's not going to happen. So 11 is where I want to be. And then I guess the space in between them is going to be taken up by seaweed fields and not by docks and harbors. I guess the docks and harbors could be on this side. No, that's where I wanted the wall platforms. Docks and harbors could be like out here and maybe facing towards the center though. I need the seaweed fields for points. Not yet, I guess. I could play the lumberjacks first. Which they also have a large range, so I want to put them closer to the outside. And a hermitage on this side beside my hop fields, and I could play some of my wheat fields down here. Mansions on this side. My hermitage could go over here. And this is where my wheat fields are, so then I could put all of my industry buildings over here. Make my warehouse work well with a sawmill or something in this area. Thinking here also works for 20 points. Let's see. Give me some more lumberjacks. We have another seaweed farm. Okay, so this one isn't going to be putting 3 points on the ley line. It's just going to be scoring triple points off of the other farms by being played in between them. This seems like a pretty good spot. I could also put it further out here. Let's see how that works out. Okay, so you're eating a fish, which is why you're scoring. Okay, there we go. There's the 10 points that I was looking for. Let me see if I can place it a bit easier by looking at it from this angle instead. Oh yeah, much. Let me get it closer to this side. Let's see how many seaweed fields would be in its range. Not as many as I'd hoped for. It's going to be like 2 getting triple points, but a lot more of these guys are getting doubles. I'm fine with this placement still. Hop field. It just works over here. It just works. You're going to be played a bit further out, but you get sucked back in, which is nice. Masons. We don't have brickyards yet, and I don't think there's any sand on this area, so like, there's no sand pits that we can get. I am expecting a brickmaker pack, but the brickmaker pack is better after the masons. I forget about that. I would like it in a place that wall platforms aren't going to be placed. A wall platform is definitely going here. A wall platform is definitely going here. So along this outside radius, I'd be fine with it. This feels like it's still encroaching on the wall platform space a bit too much. This has a chance of like not being in the wall platforms area. Yeah, I think this is fine back here, so long as I get the 3 points on the ley line. Sure. We've also got 9 seaweed fields. We're going to have to start playing some of those soon. And by soon, probably on this, what is it, pack? So I said I wanted to play a wall platform here. I can't play this mason yet. I don't think I can play many of my masons yet. Let's look for a better lumberjack. They, again, want to be on the outskirts. This is fine. It's getting 22 points. You can walk it a bit further away. There we go. And then a lighthouse. Ooh, 48 points is not bad, but it'll need some more seaweed fields to be more worthwhile. So now I think is the time when I just commit to playing my seaweed fields. Here feels fine, and then the next one could be played. Oh, it's not in range. Okay. This is going to have to be very particular if I want to maximize my points. I think that's fine. I want to see... Oh, I really wish this was a 2x1 so I could test to make sure that this is playable. This is playable, so I'm going to assume that this one above it is also playable. It is wasting a lot of space up and to the right here. Is it wasting a lot of space on this side? Not too much. I'll live with this placement. I'll live with it. And that's not going to be high enough. Okay, we can get another set of triple points. I don't think this one is going to give us another set of triple points. Maybe doubles. Farming pack, we can start getting some wheat fields down beside the ley line. I know that no more seaweed farms are going to go in like this area on the top end. They're just going to be down below, probably facing inwards to pick up the majority of them. So I don't want to play seaweed fields on this side yet. As I say that, I'm like lining up a spot that looks perfect for what I wanted to play. This definitely doesn't have the space, so I would want to play you like this if able, and that doesn't fit. Seems like there's no good spots to play this guy now. Okay, I will just play you here then to get you out of my inventory and look for a nice small twofer. I can fit in here. Can't fit like that though. Man, these seaweed field farms are just a little bit too far away for me to like get good placements out of them, I think. Hold on. This guy could go here. Could you go in this direction? That's going to put you out of range. What about this? That doesn't work, but you could maybe capstone it. That doesn't work as well. This is going to go out of range. Hold on. Let's see if this is out of range. Nope, that fits. Could then be played like that. This guy gets played as a capstone here, or maybe... It's not close enough. Look at how close it is to that guy, and I think also this one? Yeah, okay. Just poor seaweed field placements. I made my bed, I have to lie in it. I guess like that is as good as I'll get. Hold on, let me see if I can get this guy to be close enough at the same time as the other one being close enough. It does not seem like it. It really doesn't seem like it. If I place this one, there's no way that I get this guy in range of the bottom one either. No, that's not happening. Like, it could fit this really easily around there. This. Like this. And then another poor placement. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing with my seaweed fields. It's not working out as well as I wanted to. Okay, so last time I think, yeah, I talked about how a terrace doesn't fit over top of this, so I do want to play wheat fields as close as I can. So we play one here, and we hope that the next one will be sucked in. This seems like it's a bit too far to be sucked in by, so we could play you here instead. Like, there feels fine. And that might not get sucked in. That definitely isn't getting sucked in. So we need to play you a bit further down, a bit further to the left. Hold on, I should be... Let me rebind this. I said I was going to do it a long time ago. Where is it? Undo. Here. Okay, so now I could line this up directly with where it was before, press Z to undo my building, and then move it slightly to the left if I need to. So this is slightly sucking in the wheat field, but not by enough. I'd rather it be a bit further to the right. And then this one is slightly sucking the wheat field, but not enough. I'd rather it be further upwards. So we're going to line it up with exactly where the wheat field is. We're going to press Z to undo. Oh, that removes the building from like our cursor. So I can't move it up exactly where I wanted to. Ah, okay. I might actually ask the developers if they can get rid of that, because it'd be so much easier to like push your buildings exactly where they want to go by being able to do this. Press Z and then move it down by a bit. I think I saw where my cursor was though. Just like right here's where I want to place it. Like that. This will probably get sucked in. This will probably get sucked in. Let's hope. Nice, that one gets sucked in. And that one does too. Hell yeah. And I think this one will as well. That's really nice that the wheat fields all are like set up so that on both sides of the ley line, like even when it's in the center, this is still going to get sucked into it. I guess I could just continue playing them then. How far do I want them to go though? Cliff house or city pack? I'd prefer to take a city pack. Cliff houses do dilute the pool less, but yeah, I'll take a city pack so I can start playing some mansions around here. Oh, and we get 3 of them. That's nice. And we get a small mansion to start out with. Mansions are going to be played on this side to begin with. Now, my question is exactly how far do I put them? Do I get them to like cap a corner like this? There'd be enough space for roughly, hold on. If I'm putting a mansion down here that's roughly the size of a wheat field, if I could get this guy right around the corner, it looks like it hits the corner before it hits where the wheat field is. So if I can walk it back out a little bit and off to the right, that would be the perfect position for it. So this is the corner, exactly. and back out a bit and to the right. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so then we'll just play it in the corner. Make sure that this building can be played in between the two of them. Yeah, I'm going to be losing a bit of space on the wheat field here, but it's not enough to, like, complain about. A city center. This is an all-right place for a city center. It's going to be where most of my fishers go. I would like to scale it off the mason. I think I should pull it further out. There's other buildings that are going to want to use this space. So like here. Sure. Alright. Do I want to put a mason down first, though? Is there a mason that I can get in range of the statue? If I'm already committing to this one being in this corner, I think I can commit to this guy being here. Let me back up that city center and play my mason first. There we go. Okay. I love hearing the sound effect to, like, know that I got the hit on the ley line. It's very reassuring, which I need the reassurance when I'm, like, stressing out about every micro movement that I could to get as many buildings in range of this ley line. A sawmill is also, like, it's an all-right building to put in range. It's 4 points. It's a pretty large range. Sure, we'll put it down. It's not going to get much better than this. If it is, it's maybe like one lumberjack would be in its range extra, and that's an extra 7 points compared to if I play a lumberjack down afterwards, that's 5, so it's an overall loss of 2. The loss of 2 is not something I'm going to, like, cry over. This guy, scoring 0 points. Can we get you to score any more? If you're played, like, right beside each other, it's not as good. If you're played behind, that's not as good. Okay, this could have been a better placement. There would have been easier triples, and then I could have played this guy out here afterwards, not even being in the range of this guy. I mean, it could have been in range of some of the seaweed fields then, too. Okay. That's a big ol' my bad. These seaweed fields were not it. Not this round. I don't want to play a building this big in range of these two yet, so we'll just fill up some space over here while I wait for a better shape. This, not exactly the shape that I'd want. No, there's nothing more that I'm filling up that space with over here. Okay, fine. I'll play it. There's hopefully enough space for one more building to be played back here in range of them. Oh, is this not in range? Oh, no, it's so close to being, but it isn't. Okay. Is there... I can... Yeah, it'll pull back into the grid. So then I can get another building tucked in here. That works. And we're looking for a 2x1 to be filled in here. Yep. We could also fill in a 2x1 on this side. But I want to keep my seaweed fields together. Okay. What about getting a... What is it? 3x1 facing in this direction, and then a 2x1 here. Okay. So you get put down here, and you're in range of both of them, and you get put down here, and you're in range of both of them. Perfect. Okay, I picked up the pieces on my seaweed farms. It's not perfect, but it's all right. And as you can see, the wheat field here has a bit of extra space in between it and the mansion. I was hoping for the mansion to take up more space, but it just doesn't happen sometimes. With me knowing that this is going to be a wheat field location, though, I can play this in other areas. I really hope this gets pulled in. It does. Oh, that's beautiful. That saves so much space. I want you to look at this. Look at how much that wheat field is jutting out by. It's like half a block. No, it isn't. Okay, and we get our first boon. Demolish or increase area. Demolish will allow us to play temples doubly. And we've got good wall platform locations for where that'd be. Or we've got increase area. Let me take a demolish, I think. Increase area is maybe I can get one more temple in range. I'm going to take a demolish. We've got a lot more boon choices, so I don't think it's really going to matter which order I take them in, but it might, what is next? We've got a shaman that definitely wants to be in range of the ley line. We'd want it to be over in the housing district. Ooh, it could get a lot of points by the seaweed fields, seaweed farms out here. Not bad. Not amazing, but it's definitely not bad. I'm fine with 18. I could put one more seaweed field down here to just fill out this area. God, that looks so bad. I'll still do it. Okay, and then the shaman goes down here. I'm looking for 20 points because I think I saw 18 last time. I think this might want to be saved for a lumberjack specifically, so if I move it further down, that's a lot of points lost though. If I put it in front of where the lumberjack would go, it's going to be hard to like judge exactly where that lumberjack would want to be, exactly the size of it. I can probably drag it into place though. I can also just take 16 points instead of 20, call it a day. And there's no way that I'm getting more flowers in here? I guess, no. The fish make it very difficult. There's a tree that's in the way there. I could take 2 point losses to get verdure down, but I'm fine without it. Fine without putting the verdure down first. Another brewery. We'd want to put it down again on this outside range. Delete a few blooming trees for its placement. Compared to, it's getting 30 points over here, but it's taking up too much space. I think I'm fine with it being all the way out here still. Like this. Any hop fields we place in the future are hopefully in range of these two buildings. Fishers over cliff houses. Yeah, I just take anything that isn't cliff houses at this point. So last time I said I didn't have enough mansions based on how many wall platforms I had, so I want to hold off on playing the mansions for as long as I can. The mill should be played on this side, but that's going to get in range of the wall platform. If it can be tucked into this little location right here, then I'd play it. No? 20 points compared to 33. Right, again, there needs to be a wall platform above these lumberjacks. It should be like out here. So it's not scoring off of any of the wheat field, which is tragic. Or I place it over here, but then it gets in range of the Hermitage. I'll play this one later when I've played more wheat fields. This one isn't going to get in range of any more wheat fields over the course of the game, since this side is going to be filled with mansions. So I'll play it now. It's fine. Not great, it's just fine. We've got 17-point fishers. I can move them up to maybe score off the ley line. I can, 21 points. I'm fine with playing a 21-point fisher right now. If I place it behind, that's not going to fit. Hold on. Let me move this guy, walk him up as far as he can go. So it's 16 points here instead because I eat 2 seaweed farms compared to getting... Okay, I'll take the 21 points, and then if I need to, I can eat the 2 seaweed farms in the future to get some more points on the ley line. I could also play them coming from this side as well. That works. Nice to see that I have options at least to get fishers on the ley lines. Next for points. I could be playing a lighthouse. I think I should, yeah. Oh, the shaman got played before it, which ruins its score. Okay, let me play my seaweed farms, and then I'll play the lighthouse, and then I'll open a building pack so that I don't forget about my lighthouse again, like that. You being here seems fine. Unless I could rotate you in a different orientation to get both of these seaweed fields the points. No, it's not close enough yet. It would have to be a little bit further down here. Okay. Maybe if I rotate you like this, move you up and off to the right. No. What about doing it in the reverse order? We play the one that can go the furthest out first, and then we see what can fit on the inside. Nothing. Okay, so we're not getting double points on 2 seaweed farms like this. If I get a small one, though, I'll be able to fit it in back there. So I could just play this one first and then try to fit the 2x1 wherever it needs to go. It's like this here, probably, and then like... If this could be played here, then it would work, but it gets too far into the wall. What about playing it like this, and then we play a 2x1 here? Yeah, that'll probably be in the range. Probably. Not assuredly. This one has a chance if it's a 2x1. None of those guys do, though. Take 13 points and move on. And then the lighthouse, right. There's no way that I can get on here to show more of its rays. No? Okay. 52 points is what I get. A pyre? We're, yes, hoping for another city center. That's great. I don't want to play it on this side because it's taking too much of a loss from the other city center. I'd rather play it over here. I do understand that that's getting close to the Hermitage, and I'm not going to be playing houses around it. Ooh. Do I want it to hit the Masons for an extra 8 points, or do I just want to hit it on, like, the cusp of the range, like this? What about tucking it behind here? Ooh, tucking it behind here actually seems like a pretty good placement. Yes, it's minus 10 points on a Hermitage that may or may not go down in this area. I'm honestly thinking that a Hermitage is going to be better served just inside of these plants. Somewhere here. Now a pyre. We want to extend from both these city centers, and we want to have another pyre on the cusp of its radius somewhere. How many pyres could I fit on this platform here? 1, 2. That's really all that I need. And then the other pyres would go 1, 2. And if I were to have... Oh, 1, 2. And if I were to have any more pyres in the future, they could be spread between them pretty evenly by being on these corners. Not perfect, but not bad. Let's do wheat fields next. Do I extend further out in this direction? How many more wheat fields do I think I'm going to get? I've got space for 1, 2, definitely not 3. So 1, 2, 3. Let me start counting from this edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's as many wheat fields as I'm going to get. But I do need space for 8 of them total, so I'm going to play this one here. Now from, like, around this box of wheat fields is now just going to be mansions. If there's any more wheat fields I get beyond this point, that's fine. They don't need to be beside the ley line. Next on the list, we could play a fisher down in this location, getting some points off the lighthouse maybe. 16, if I get rid of that one seaweed farm, it's 18, but this is really close to the shoreline, and this is where I wanted to play water platforms or harbors or docks, so I don't want to get rid of that location. I'd rather just play it for 16 out here in, like, basically no man's land. And if I get really lucky, I could play one here and then one down here, but that's only 10. I don't think I should be playing them that far away. What about you? You seemed like you splashed a couple high numbers. 16? I'll take 16. It's behind some rocks. Might stop a dock or harbor from being played, like, outside from here, but I'd rather have them played here facing inwards. Harbor pack. Let's see what these guys look like. So we've got a harbor facing inland. That cannot fit. That can fit, just barely. We've got a harbor facing sideways that can hit the ley line. And that still saves a bunch of space for water platforms here. And we've got a dock that cannot do the same. But if it was a small dock, it would take up less space here. I feel like there's still enough space to put water platforms in front of this guy. I'm comfortable with this dock. It's not a perfect placement, but it's good enough. This is scoring 33 points, but it's not going to hit the ley line from this direction. This is scoring 42, which is a lot more than the 29. It's only 13 more, but then I don't get to play as many water platforms as where I'd want them to be. Okay, we've got 2 pyres. I should wait for a few more lumberjacks before I put these guys down. We've got another mill, which I could play on this side, but I'm a bit hesitant to. I want to play, like, one down here to pick up all the fields, and then one up here to pick up all the fields in the future. Still got that verdure hanging around. We've got large mansions, which I'm hesitant to play, like, any of my mansions yet. We could also just shove up a terrace up beside this thing right now. Yeah, there's no wall platforms that I'm playing in this area. It gives me a small amount of area to play underneath and then mansions to play above it. If I put it like this, then any future wheat fields I could pull slightly under or, like, into the terrace. I think that's how that works. I think terrace is, like, considered a form of terrain, not like another building. Because, like, this wheat field might snap to the inside of this terrace, and I kind of want to test that. It seems like it should go into that small amount of it. I should play a mason before I play that terrace. Which means that I'd be playing it here, which... Is this going to mess up a wall platform location? I think it is. I think it is. I think I have to play these masons elsewhere. And, like, getting, like, 3 less points on this doesn't matter if I'm making sure that my wall platform locations are pristine. So I'd rather just play a mason out here. And then that means that they're still in range of where this terrace is going to go. And my plateaus, where would my plateaus go? I could play a plateau here instead of a water platform, and a plateau down here. I don't think they're in range of those masons. I could maybe fit one in here, but that's taking up a lot of space. Okay, let me just focus on my terrace position for right now. I'm not going to plan ahead to plateaus. I do see that this is deleting a fish now. I think that's like perfect. It looks like we're leaving a full block of space, if not a bit more, for these mansions on the side, and the wheat fields should be able to pull themselves underneath that. Parks are good. We've got 2 wheat fields. Oh, it's okay. It's even more space than I thought that the terrace is giving, and now I can't undo that action. But that's fine. I'll know for next time that terraces can be even further over on something like a wheat field. What about something like a house? The houses, I think that... No, I think they might line up where the wheat fields do. Okay. Let me play some wheat fields to their like further out positions. Do I extend them out in this range yet, or do I put mansions there? Because like this mansion will fit, but no other mansions will. I think yeah, this is better as a mansion spot because it's one more point that I'm getting for a building in this area. Compared to a wheat field that I'd place here. Let me just like see if a mansion could fit around this to get it the 6 points. It can. Okay, okay. But it's probably not going to be that like a corner or like a small mansion would fit. Oh, and I don't have the wheat fields to be able to test if lining them up on this side is going to be something that the mansion stops from happening. Because like it looks like it's encroaching on that next wheat fields territory, and that's not a good thing. Worst comes to worst, I just have a mansion sticking out of that spot. Okay, let me try it. Like this. And then this one could go here. Yeah, like that. And then we get one more space for a wheat field here instead. I'm good with it. We've got another small mansion, which we could put close down here. If we get 2 small mansions down here, we have enough space for a skinny park underneath the terrace. Not a skinny mansion. What about you being placed on, like, the outskirts? Like that? I guess that works. Do we get another small one? No, we get another big one. I'm comfortable opening up the next building pack. Plateaus. And we've got another city center for our pyres. We've been rewarded for waiting. And there is enough space for the wheat field. Just barely. That's perfect. I think I'll just take up a position while I have it. Can this guy get in range and also be pulled back? I don't think so. Not anymore. You cannot get close enough, so we're going to have to double up down here, or we're going to have to go further out to this side to be able to play hop fields down this area. I think I'd rather save this for more like circuses or jewelers, I think, with how many mansions I'll be getting on this terrace instead. This is taking up more space than what it needs to. I guess not this position. Okay, fine. I'll play a hop field there. Now a plateau. Plateaus are not going to be in range of those masons back there, but that's all right, I guess. Not preferable, but like, again, all right. All right. And there's no way to get them in a weird, like, rotation here. The lumberjack is taking up too much space. Can we push them underground here? No, the lumberjacks are taking up too much space again. Okay. So the plateau's only space to get points and also increase, the amount of buildable area we have is back here. I think I'd want another city center in that area before I play a plateau, so let's see if I can get one down without using a water platform somewhere. Somewhere odd. Not happening. We want this to be in range of the ley line again. That's too close, in my opinion. Yeah, it needs to be like on the water platform that I'm placing. So I'm almost inclined to play a water platform there and a plateau down here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use any of my plateaus yet. This plateau here might be fine. It also does open up a verdure area because we're getting rid of all of the blossom trees in one spot. But we're not getting rid of this fish yet. Okay, I could still try to play a verdure down here for points. See how many trees get spawned up top. Right, I guess it's just trees spawned down below. I'm fine with the 14 Berger. I might find more in the future to be able to play around this, like in a boon pack or something. I don't want to play parks over here. They give too few points to the ley line. I don't exactly want to stack up on a city center, but it might not be that bad of a decision. It does mean that playing the city center over here, I could play a plateau around the 2 city centers and all of these seaweed farms, and then big mansions can go back here as like a point gain. I would want to pull this back a bit to make sure that there's enough space. Hold on, let me pull this city center into a better location. Like half a block up on this thing. So there, that's in range of the ley line still, and then when I try wrapping like a mansion around it or something, yeah, it's got 1 block of space in there and still enough to wrap around this corner. Perfect. And then I'm going to place a plateau so that I can, get mansions to still shimmy in between those areas. It's locking in the city center placement, but I'm fine too. This is 2 blocks of space. This is 1 block of space. These can still reach one of the city centers, but not the other. Okay, it's not too bad. This fits perfectly here, so I'm going to get that building in first. We've got another, like long mansion. I'll put it somewhere like here works. Does here work better? No. Here? Nope, not in range. Okay, so it has to be like this. If I get 2 of the small corner pieces, I could probably get both of them in range of the city center, but we want to use corner pieces over here instead. This is a perfect fit. I feel like I'm just going to take a perfect fit then. We're starting to run low on mansions already. I think I need to stop playing mansions over here for points. Maybe houses could go here in the future. We'll see. I'm still fine with the amount of mansions I played here. I'm not going to undo any of them, but... we might actually need more spaces for wheat fields. I'm surprised. We could always extend them down in this area, though. Play one here. And then I think instead of aligning to the old grid that I had, I'm fine scanning until I see this. Ooh, it only does get in range by the time it gets in line with this grid. Interesting. We've got a new boon. Let's see. A sealed boon or increase area. Have to take sealed boon. We're at 42 on, this is island 16 now. So I need to find 1 more ley line after this, and then I'll be able to hit my sealed boon numbers, which, hey, I had a goal in mind, and I'm probably gonna hit it? Probably. Ooh, a fountain in this area. Not worth much yet. Might be more in the future. What am I playing for points now? Houses? Sure. Huts. Let's see where huts play well. I've got city centers on both sides, so they would want to be... Oh, they want to be like right on the ley line to be in range of all the city centers. That does make sense, because that's where I'm playing all my city centers around. Oh, we're still getting 20 points on this side. Okay. I could fill up this space with huts. They're beside some of the fissures. I don't want to fill up this space here. This feels like I could have some other buildings play there. Anywhere else that like is a better spot that I'm not seeing? Ooh, up top here they could be played. That's interesting. I feel like I could... if I fit a terrace here, there's nothing that fits on top of that terrace to be in range of the ley line, unless it's a really long-range building, in which case it doesn't need to be on top of this terrace. So I think I'm comfortable playing the huts back here. They're not going to be beside any of the fissures, though. This is my second hut location. This will be my first while I have the space. What about saunas? Ooh, that's a really good spot, but they don't play off of plateaus. Okay. 45 isn't bad. 48. 58. Okay, okay. Am I playing more buildings in this range in the future? I'm probably going to be deleting trees. I might play 1 more lumberjack. And we can deal with that with our second sauna. We got 2 of them. Okay, next up, tower. Nice and easy choice. Shaman. We're definitely going to get this in range of the ley line. It's just a choice as to where. They can't fit behind the hop fields. It's a negative point there, so I don't want to play that. Too close to too many of the city centers. This is close by the other shaman, which could be good for points on mansions nearby, but like I don't want that to be my point scoring buildings. This fits fine. It is -4 points. This fits better. No, but I'd rather have a water platform like take up that small amount of space. Okay. Other spot for a shaman. In this corner, this works. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Sure. Let's play our hut down before. Oh, and it's now in range of the sauna, so that's why it's getting 22. Okay. Another sealed boon. So I'm hoping to get 7 on this. Sorry, not 7 more. We've already gotten 3 from this, I think. So I'm hoping to get 4 more. That gets us to 47. I'm going to go through the like boon list one more time at least, which will get me up to 48. And then I just need to get 6 on my next leyline island, which isn't difficult to do. This is taking up too much space from a water platform. Don't want to do it. Can't play it off the plateaus. Our saunas have taken up space. I don't think there's any way for me to get this onto the ley line in the center. So it's just playing it around where the other buildings have already been played. I'm more comfortable with this location here. Yeah, like this. Feels like it takes up the least amount of space and is still close enough to the rest of my buildings. We had a bunch of city centers set up. I think this is as many city centers as I'm going to get for a while. It's going to be a while before I get the 4th and the 5th one. What else scales the pyre? Aviary, lighthouse, lumberjack is +5. I've only gotten, what, 1, 2, 3 lumberjacks down, and there's like 6 in the pack. How else could I get enough score to progress? Fountain here works really well. Fountain on this side as well, too. Okay, sure. The fountain might be taking up space that I don't want it to be. Let me just double check. If I could place it here... No, that's still closer to the ley line. This is almost further away. I don't think I'm comfortable with taking up... Am I? No, I will. I will. It's good enough there. I have to stop playing huts in this location, though, and I can play them up top here. Maybe they'll be in range of the shaman, and that'll get them some extra points. Parks. Let me start making a monument area out of all the parks. Monument and hermitage area. This looks like it's too small of an area to put like down as many parks as I'm going to have. There's going to be like 25 or something like that I'll place. So like we could do one section here, hermitage in the middle of another section here, or I can just play around these flowers as best I can. And then mountain shrine's going up here to pick up all of my residential buildings or all of my buildings anyways. So parks being closer here are going to help scale that mountain shrine. I'm fine with playing them here then. Oh, it does cut off that extra flower. Okay, so then I'd have to rotate it slightly for it to not to. Let's see what our next building pack is. A warehouse. What does that look like? Oh, and we've got another brewery. I'm fine with playing another brewery over here. It's not my preference, but what other buildings have this large of a range? It's just that it takes up such a massive amount of space. This warehouse is definitely going to go out here on one of the water platforms. Okay, I'll play a brewery over here. Talking too fast, starting to slur words. Been talking a lot. I've been playing a lot of Islanders. Okay. What am I looking to do? Sauna could get me enough points to get to the next round. The pie, not to the next round fully, but like get me closer. I could just start committing my pyres. I could play more houses first. What's the problem in playing more houses? I don't think much. This is not the S shape that we need here. We would need a small corner piece. This works, I guess. This probably works better. Come on, do you fit? You do. Okay, I'm fine playing a house like this then. 18 points, that's enough on a house. We're still keeping them close together, which is a good thing. Don't want to take up a spot there. Not yet, anyways. How do I get the rest of my points? A mill? I guess I don't need it to score another 4 points off of a wheat field. We've got enough of those, as is. I am expecting to play more wheat fields up top first, so I want to play this mill down below. If I play it right up into this corner here, I could play a mill beside this shaman and still collect most of my wheat fields. Sure, that works. I know it's very close to where, what is it, the ley line is, but it's a 1x1. I don't need to be worried about it, you know? All right, we've got some more huts, which are now, instead of going down here, I can fit one more. Instead of going down here, because I want to save this space for buildings in the future, they now go up here. They're scoring 18, or they're scoring 23? 23. And 23 for quite some time, too. That needs to be moved down some. There we go. Okay, next up. We could maybe try another sauna, but it would be from the other direction this time around. This would get rid of some of my water platform space. This wouldn't, really. And it's far enough out that, like, no other buildings are going to use up this space. I mean, maybe a brewery or a warehouse. Yeah, never mind. This is still a bit too close. If I could get the sauna out here and score a lot of points, then I'll play it. I'm looking at 58. I'm looking at 57. Looking at if I rotate at 59, but I don't want it to be, like, not built to a grid. Easier to fit things in the future. If I build it all in line with each other, I'll take 57 points on the sauna. Next up is a tavern. So this should probably be beside my 3 breweries, even though all of my houses and city centers are over here. That means that I could fill up this space back here. However, I wanted to save that 1 block for a mill, so the tavern could go here. But that's not using its range perfectly, and I can't put it back here. I could put it back here, and then my circuses in the future could go off to the right of, like, 2 or 3 taverns being right here. I'm fine with that. Mine Fisher, it's scoring a lot more points than before. Can I get it inside the wheat fields? Yes, but then it scores off of this guy. Not for long. Okay, 25 points. We'll take it. Another shaman. I'm thinking it's either copying this shaman back here, or it's... This space doesn't work. Too cramped. And this space I want to use for something else. Beside the city centers. Still beside the city centers. Not close enough. Not close enough. I think I'm taking the negative points on it. So I'll play my hut first to get to the next round. Then I'll go back and play my shaman. Circus? Okay, so this is the building that I wanted to place here, and that is just barely in range of the ley line. That is perfect. If I play it out here, that does not work. I need to play it a little bit further forward. Okay. Is there anything that I would play in front of this? Maybe a wall could reach around to this corner and get me an extra 4 points, but that feels like a lot of extra space that I'm not using in, like, these corners here. Maybe a fortune teller could get me in there? I'd need it to be smaller. I could also just play my hop fields to take up the space instead. I think I'm gonna do that. Another hut can go down. We've got a new boon to choose from. That's exciting. Play you. Okay. Let's see what the boon is. Neighborly or precious. Neighborly could help with placing a city center in a nice location, or a shaman. Precious is a lot of points on one of my pyres later on. Neighborly is more points now. This is more late game points. I want more points now to help my decision making early in the game. I can take precious later. Okay, next. Always something to do next. I never know what it is right away. I was talking about taking a negative point on the shaman. I don't want to do that yet. We've got our 3rd sauna. Wow. Got them early compared to all of our lumberjacks and stuff. This... Okay, how much space is it actually taking up from the water platforms? Oh, wait, does it not take... Oh, it can fit on the inside? Okay, that is taking up space from buildings that don't, like, play alongside the water. But it's enough points that I'm, like, inclined to just rip it, you know? Like, it could be played even further away and still be in range of the ley line. Like, playing a duplicate back here is pretty good, actually. I could play it for 43 points. Yeah, I'm not going to scoff at 43 points. Does the circus earn me any points right now? Yes. My taverns would then go beside the hop field right here in the future. It's like just barely in range, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And then one more hop field can maybe fit in here. We'll hope. We'll hope. A terrace or a cliff house, so we just take the terrace. I don't think I'm building on any other terraces nearby. What I would do is just use this as like a large range building to be able to get in range of all of my city centers, masons, and the ley line. And if I get another one, I could do the same thing down here. Roughly. Okay, so this isn't in range, this is. This is, so we play those two. It's a lot of points. Still waiting on those lumberjacks and city centers to make the pyres worth it, but I think I'm just going to send it on the pyres instead. 35 points up here. Oh, wait, I should be playing these before the wheat fields. It's my bad. I guess it isn't worth it to wait for the extra 5 points on the lumberjacks if I've got my wheat fields near... Okay, one can fit here, one can fit up here. I think this one is harder to shimmy into place, so let me try this one first, and then make sure that this guy can still be played. Nice, okay. And then we'll make sure that this pyre is going to be able to see all of the city centers. And it does see those pyres, or that pyre down there, so that's good. So we play this one, but we need it to be a bit closer so that the next pyre that we play is also in range. Then I can play the wheat field. That gets us the next building, which is the aviary, which we can play anywhere. We want to play them somewhere within range of the pyres, though. What about putting it up beside the lighthouse? Down here? Nope. On this rock. What if I were to just play a plateau out here randomly so that I could play my aviary on it? Would that'd be trolling. It's an extra 3 points on the pyres. It's fine to just go down here. It'll be in range of one of my sets of pyres. Okay, didn't want to delete any trees because a mountain shrine is going up there eventually. We'll play some more hut here. Precious metal pack. So now we can maybe try to encroach this on some of our wheat fields to get it in range. No, it has to be a 1 deep wheat field. I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, we could put it underneath here instead of a park. Okay, because I was thinking a skinny park could fit down here, but if I play this precious metal mine, like, I think like this, it takes up a 1x1 slot. I'll try placing a mansion in after it. And then, like, that's fine, because I have enough mansions in this area. Do you not fit? You do not fit. Okay, so now I have to get a bit more tricky with this spot underneath here. Can you fit in, like... Does this work with the small mansion? No, because it's too far back. Does this work here? And then I play a mansion underneath that would be... I need a smaller mansion, so I need to place one. Let's see what is behind this mansion. It's a corner mansion. Okay, so I just need to play a singular mansion somewhere. This is taking up space that I want to build in, but it's beside shamans. I don't care about that. This is space that I want to build in later. You know what? Fine. Fine. It hurts. It hurts. But I want to make sure I play this properly. You would go here. And maybe there'd even be space for a second precious metal mine to be, like, right behind you here. There's a chance. We go one here. We then see if a mansion takes up any of that space. I think... It's not going to. Yeah, I can play this beside where I put the other mansion down. Hold on. Hold on. It got sucked underneath the terrace because of it like wanting to be beside the wheat field, I think. And this one's going to be sucked underneath the terrace. So now I'll have enough space for one more precious metal mine to be underneath here. Yeah, it does get sucked underneath the terrace. I think because of the wheat field. Wow. Wow. Any more mansions that can be played up here in range of the ley line? That's incredible. That, like, the terrace needs to be forced down for them to be, like, played on. This is a temple spot then. This is for sure my temple spot that I'm then going to demolish. I had said that this looked like a nice hop field spot, even though it's not like a perfect range hop field. This also is like the perfect width for a hop field. I think I'm going to continue hop fields here first. Yeah. Okay, we can get another hut down up here. The mason. I'm really tempted to just play it for like its base points and not get the 3 points here. I really don't want to mess up my wall platforms on these sides. I could look to play a plateau for points. 30 isn't half bad. Hold on. If I'm doing that, then I could play another mason in range here, and then everything in the future scales off of it a bit better. Except for huts, but I can take a 1-point loss on all my huts. And there's no way to get it to the 48 points, I don't think. No, not with that house there. Do I play it as far into the wall as I can, or do I back it out some? Well, I need the 38 points, so it needs to be pushed into the wall pretty far. Okay, next, we've got a guild hall. Let's see where... Oh, those are not guild halls. This is a guild hall. I just want to see roughly where, like, these guys are worth points. It's always interesting to know that, like, okay, yeah, that's a big negative. Find a level up, that's where it would be placed. $64 points here is looking like the best I've seen. Ooh, beside a warehouse here would be worth a lot. We've got another pyre. So instead of playing it down here, beside where the guild hall may go in the future, I'll play it up here instead. We would rather it not see the other pyre, so I could try playing it down here. Take those points. What about playing it down here? How many points does this give? It's 44 compared to this being 43, 44. Does this help scale more of my pyres in the future? I think no, it's not going to be visible by this one or the other one that I play there in the future. And it also takes up some building space down here, which I don't want. This goes up here for 44 points. We've got a few more docks to play. They just go anywhere over here that they fit. That's fine by me. We've got another fisher, which could try fitting in a seaweed field again to be able to get an extra 2 points on the ley line. This feels like a nice and tucked in enough corner that like a water platform or anything isn't going to want that space. I'll play it. That gets me 1 point off of enough from getting to the next pack. What's a jeweler looking like? Okay, so it'd be played on like the back corner of this terrace. I still need to play more of my mansions around here. Actually, do I have a small mansion coming up? No, it's a big one. Still want to wait on those. I want to wait for wall platforms so that I can play some of the big ones on the edges of the wall platforms over here. We've got a city center. Anywhere that I can get like 1 point off of that and still have it in range. Not back here. What about up top? Definitely not. No. Back here is fine. That's like... I think I'm still waiting for water platforms to play a city center further out. There feels like there should be some other building that is taking up the space. A second jeweler, a guild hall, a warehouse. I mean, the guild halls do come out... Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, that's 12 points on the terrace, not 12 points on the ley line. Yeah. It feels like this space needs to be used for something else, and the city center comes out further. I could play a terrace for its points, because I'm not playing a terrace anywhere else that is... like, being used for its space. I could put this on the top of the hill to make my mountain shrine even taller, but I don't think I need it to be any taller. It might get a few more points from, like, the flowers over here. Is that worth a loss of 30 points? I don't think so. Not yet. I want the points now, not the points in the future. If I play this really far back here, I could maybe get some more hermitages in play or some more parks in play. No, because I think I want a hermitage to go right where this is, and if it's played upwards, its radius is not going to hit as many of the plants down below. So I think just playing it here is fine. Okay, next up, market. Got a new farm and a new boon. Sustainable or cliff house? More points, more buildings. I'm going to have enough cliff houses by the end of the round. I don't need them. We'll take more points. Sustainable will be great on a mill that's in a bad spot, or a fisher that's like hitting the other 3 fishers that I have put down already, or shamans don't get affected by sustainable. That'd be a neighborly. Okay, let me put down one of my last wheat fields. Hold on, is this going to be in range for both of them? We can hope. We can hope that 2 more wheat fields fit in here. Because I feel like I've gone through almost all of my wheat fields. Or do you get more than this in your mill pack? Okay, this one also fits if I push it out even further. Okay. And then I can play my mill, and that'll get me enough points to progress. And oh no, I'm losing 4 points on every wheat field that I could have played from this mill in the future. I don't have to think about it. I'm fine. I'm fine. Another mason, which don't know where it would go. Here again? I don't know. Play a lumberjack instead. Can it fit behind this shaman? There's got to be a way for me to like squeak it in, right? What about this? I think this is the shorter way. Yes, it is. Oh, it is. It is. Okay. So I can't get it to fit in there. I do need to. Okay. That's a fine location. That's a fine location. What is next for points? Markets don't really have a good scoring location right now. I guess I haven't placed many of my warehouses. Any of my warehouses. Gonna save my fortune teller. What else am I grabbing? I could play some parks. Yes, it's gonna make my fortune teller worse. That's fine. That's whatever. That one deletes a flower. Don't want to play you. Guess I could start playing some over here. 12 points is not bad. That doesn't delete anything. That's not gonna delete anything. That would delete something. This is looking like a... No, a skinny park gets 15 points here. I'm fine playing a skinny park there. I can play this one at an angle now to make sure it doesn't delete that flower. Is that the correct angle, though? Would I rather play it like this? Or just further back? Yeah, that doesn't get pulled in. I'm fine with that. Okay, don't delete the foliage. It deletes both the pieces of foliage. Okay. Okay, so I wanted space for a Hermitage here. I'm a bit worried if I play a park here that I'm not able to push the Hermitage in as close as I want. So I'll play one for 10 back here. This one deletes the flower, so I needed to rotate it. I'll play other parks first, like you, and then maybe a skinny park goes here in the future. This is worth 10, but it's probably going to pull over and delete that tree. It does pull over and delete that tree. Let's not do that. I can open up my next pack, actually. Hey, a Hermitage. Now I can see... Ooh, that's a nice looking Hermitage. I like it. I like it. It gets minus 10 points from the terrace? Oh, I never knew. Okay. So are they better on this side? So it's 91 points over here compared to, I think it was 93 over here. Okay, but there is more space for me to be able to play a few more parks on this side in the future. What about down below? Okay, so I'm playing parks down below if I still have, like, all right parks down there. 9 is all right. 9 is all right. I have to tell myself that 9 is all right. When I saw... Give me the 9. There we go. 9 is all right. It gets pulled in, so I need to either rotate it or play it a bit further out. What about a different skinny park location? This is better? Don't move. Why? Okay, okay. What about you? That could work as well, especially because I'm not playing Hermitages up here anymore. Could also do this. 10 points, that's enough, that's enough. We can grab 11 and it'll snap back. This is grabbing 12 points, that's fine. Okay, then the Hermitage is worth 101 points here. We move it in a bit closer, still only 101. Only 101, he says. I mean, I'm used to Hermitages being a lot more, but like I don't have a Blossom in this area to get a bunch of Blooming Tree points, because they... I guess it's not that they really like the blooming trees, it's that blooming trees can be so compact for them. What's next? I want to peep the mountain shrine. 200 points, okay, that's a solid amount. We have a 2x1 seaweed field that fits where I wanted it to. That's lovely. We've got another mill that could get us enough points to progress us. If I play a sustainable, I could play it in this corner. I would rather play it... Okay, minus 20 points is not bad. I can play it back here without worry. Do I play a shaman back here first, though? As I said, there's a minus 17, there's a minus 20. It's better if you're played here, and you're only in range if you're played here. Okay, so a mill gets played back here. The big brother to the baby shaman. We still need a few more points to progress. Can I get a fountain anywhere? 14, not worth it, not worth it. Definitely not worth it. Okay, what about playing some houses out here? No, beside the saunas, they're fine. Not as good as I thought, actually. I guess I could get a mason on this side to scale some of the houses more. Okay, there's going to be no wall platform that's played off of this. I'll play a mason here. And then where were the houses? Here. For an extra 2 points. Extra 2 points. For an extra 2 points. For an extra 2 points. Got a temple. Got a hut. Can we get any more up here? No, this is only worth 14. Not worth it in my opinion. Let's look for a different hut spot. Okay, we're either talking about back here for 21. 24 even. We're talking about where else? Nowhere else. Okay. It's 24 here because there's 2 city centers, a lot of seaweed farms and fishers, which it likes, and then the saunas. I still don't like this as a spot for huts. I think I might start taking it though. There's still a lot of space that I have left to develop around the ley line. I guess I do have half my buildings still to draw. I shouldn't be antsy with my huts. Let's look for other buildings. We don't have any new parks to play beside this Hermitage, and I still want to play a few more before I plop this down. It's going to be... Is that 106? That's 106. Got it. More parks would have to be either a small line right here or a park down here. Can I get a fountain in this area? A fountain for 24 points isn't bad. We can get 2 fountains for 24 points. Sure. 27? 27. Okay, that works. Warehouses. Could I place some warehouses here instead? Okay, so I was talking about how I didn't want to play huts in this area because I'd rather play other buildings. Let's say I put a warehouse in this area because I'm like, yeah, warehouses are, a good use of space. Do you see how it's only giving 4 points and it's taking up, like, I'm assuming this is a 2x3 or even bigger? I'm going to start playing some of my huts here. They're fine. They're fine. What else is going to take up this space back here? I'll take the loss of 7 points to make sure that my huts are, like, cramped. Placed perfectly. I could get some points off of these 2. The Hermitage is out of range of the, terrace anyways. Let's see. We get a different shape. This isn't much worse than a small corner piece, so we'll play it. It does leave behind a single slot of space right here that nothing else is going to use unless I were to play a house over here, granting it only 3 points and taking up a lot more space. Maybe. Realistically, how many more mansions am I going to get into range? I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably from down here. And then another 4 to 5 on each of these, so 15 total. It's rough to say where I'd want to place them. The jeweler isn't going down yet. We've got a second mountain shrine, actually. Do I play this early? I could play it just for some points right now, play another one later. Like, it's not too... Oh, hold on, that's like a full 30 points less. This isn't, though. Let me make sure that I have space enough to play 2 of them up here. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. This 187 is going to be able to be played after this 204. Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with playing this to be able to get 2 new building packs. Alright, now walls can either go here or they can be laddered elsewhere. Walls do like plateaus, so I could play plateaus and then walls on top of them. But I don't think so. Building pack, we take a fish kite. Still don't want to see any of those stinky cliff houses. Boon pack, we've got a blossom, a little bit late, or a statue. So a blossom gets us more points, more buildings. A statue gives us 1 building that can score... Like other buildings score points off of it, and it adds 4 to the ley line. I'm inclined to not take blossom because ooh, this is a lot of trees that we could blossom. But like, what building are we going to place beside them that would benefit from all of these trees? The mountain shrine that I just placed? Shit. The hermitage that I'm planning on placing over here, because this is a lot of... Hold on, let me see how good a hermitage is in this area. I'm not going to play it because it takes up too much space. Yeah, that's what I thought. Still too many industry buildings. So like a blossom gets us 60 points from being played in this area. It maybe over the course of the game gets us like 100 points over here. A statue gives us... well, let me see how much by taking it. 50 points in this area, and it'll help scale other buildings. I'm comfortable playing it up here, actually. Is there space enough for a temple to be played beside the statue? I've got to know. If there is, then I'm comfortable playing it up here. If there isn't, no, I'm not. I want to make sure that temple has enough space to be beside it. I'm looking for a score multiplier to be used on it. So I'm... What about just being played down here? It'll be in range for most of the water buildings. It's going to be in range of like all of the buildings that have yet to be played down here. Sure, it's closer than it needs to be, but like that's fine. Next up, what about a tavern? A second one to be played over here by where the circuses are going to go. Do you have the space to slot in there? No, you do over here, but that's getting a bit closer than what I'd want. What about over here? That works too, but... Oh, hold on. There's a lot less space here than I thought with this brewery. Okay, this works. A sustainable mill's going here in the future, and then a shaman down beside it. Do we have a shaman right now? We do. And it's not worth any points. The plateaus that I want to place. Still waiting on water platforms to be used here instead. I could be putting more plateaus here. Place some of my stinky mansions in between them. It's also maybe going to help scale a hermitage that gets played. Okay, hold on. That's 44 points. I'm going to be playing this plateau under the wall, and then a plateau behind it afterwards. So, like, you, and then hopefully you. There's that mansion. Okay, okay. If I rotate this, maybe I could, like, find a way to get this other plateau in the area, but it's fine. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, see, like, if this was tucked in just a little bit more, I could maybe get this plateau down, but that's still only worth 12 points compared to this guy's 16. Fine with just placing him here. I'll wait. Got a monument? Let's see what the monument is looking like. 97 points. Fair. Let me get 2 of those. I'd play you first, so I know exactly how far back I need to play you. Do I ship it yet? No, I've still got more parks to play in this area. The Hermitage was going down here. Hold on, let's see. I've got 2 of them. I want to find 2 spots for them. There is 111 back here. Okay, and then we've got 113 over here. Okay, so we've got 2 spots for Hermitages. That's all I need. I'm looking to play parks on this side then, to be beside the Hermitages more. This one still works. There's a skinny park that can be played over here that's going to be in range of both of them. For less points, but that doesn't matter. And then the monuments are going to be in range of all of those parks as well. Okay, I'm going to hold off on a few more parks before I ship my Hermitages and my monument. The huts were going down here. The walls I can ladder out at sea. I don't need to use them elsewhere. Water platform, perfect. Now we can start playing around this. We get the worst water platform. Okay, so this is honestly so bad, and I'm not going to be able to fit another T-shape in here, that I'm going to place it wherever it can be. And then I'll play one of the boxed ones there in the future. You get 20 points. You get 20 points. You maybe get more than 20. I don't think so, though. Okay, we'll play you by the aviary. Am I deleting a tree? Why am I not getting 19 anymore? Right, that works. We've got 2 more wheat fields to play. Oh, that's just barely in range. Oh, that's so nice. Then you're also in range. Am I taking away from where a mansion could go, though? Because I feel like I could fit in a mansion around this corner right here. Let me play mansions until I get one of the small ones that fits around this corner, and then I'll play a wheat field afterwards. Or let me test this. We play a mansion down there, and then we will get a wheat field to not be in range anymore. if I play a wheat field in like a very particular location, could I get a mansion to like squeak in there? So it's asking to be played like right here. Is it snap to the left or to the right? Oh, that works. That works. Okay. So now I don't need to worry about the mansion. Now I can worry about it in the future. Oh, I love being able to slide things into position like that. Right, this is my monument spot. I can't take up that. I could take up this. Deletes a rock. I'm fine to delete a rock. Got another precious metal mine. I was talking about that going under here for an extra 5 points. Yes, and that does fit. Maybe we have space for a third, but I'm very skeptical about that. We do want to get enough points to get to the next pack, though, so I'm looking at it sustainable on this Fisher right now. I don't know about you guys. Look at this thing. Oh, what was it? It was like 4 points. It's 14 points going to 63. Yeah, that's a pretty good use of one. And it's getting more points on the ley line. I would like it to be, what is it, out of range of wherever this water platform is going, but right there works. And I guess right there in the future too. Okay. Okay. $54 45 sealed boons, sorry. We've got a new pyre. We've got some wall platforms, which I don't want to play until I get the pyres down, because they might block line of sight. Yes. Yes. Okay. We have another wall to ladder. We have a boon to select. It has to be reroll. It has to be. I know score multiplier is more points on the ley line to get like maybe one more sealed boon, but I need the rerolls for the end of the game, and I need rerolls to find more leyline islands like this. If I don't get a leyline island on island 18, I'm gonna be really sad. Okay, we've got another wheat field that could earn another 5 points. Does it have enough range to reach it from up here? It doesn't, so it's like, oh. Why? Whatever. Enough points to get to the next round. How am I doing that? 15. That's all right for a seaweed field. What else gives its points? Don't want to play the monument yet. Could play a mansion just out in the middle of nowhere. Guys, it's the perfect amount of points to get to the next building pack. It's 4 points. It's 4 points. Do I have a small mansion to play? I do. Okay, I'll play that before I forget about this. Yeah, it slots in so nicely. Look at that. Oh, and we've got another small mansion to play here too. That's nice. Cliff House pack. All right, so now we don't need to worry about what packages we're picking up. Another small park in here. That's good. It's 13 points. I might be using my fountains around my parkland area more often than this. They are passing 4 points off the parks, which is a lot compared to the amount of points that they're getting from just like the trees in the area. All right, now I can play this precious metal mine like I wanted to way back when. Sure, I might get a level up and I might be able to like tank that negative point gain from something else, but it's fine. Am I earning enough points from buildings right now that like I should be playing my fortune teller? If I play my hermitage and my monuments, no, I should wait to play this for a bit longer. So I think it's finally time to send them. Let me see about a city center first. Do either of these get in range of the ley line? No. This one would, but it's minus 45. Do I have a neighborly? I have a neighborly. Okay. What a weird spot for a city center. What a weird spot for 2 city centers. I mean, why not? Why not? What else is going to be played up here? Cliff houses love these. Or, well, they're not going to because of the masons, but like, we've got cliff houses and we've got cliff city centers. Sure, they're not going to be scaling whatever other buildings, but like, I don't really need to. Oh, the plateaus up here would like to see the city centers, but they can't. Okay, well, it is what it is. Where would the plateaus even go? They're worth like no points on this map. Okay, 22 isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Hold on. Now with so many mansions and me not having like good spots to play wheat fields anymore, I could either play wheat fields by getting a green wall platform, yeah, like this, and then being able to play wheat fields close to them again. Ooh, I might actually like that here. I need more wall platforms before I, like, decide. But, like, the wheat fields could still be close enough compared to, like, the mansions or the other buildings. So I'm going to hold on to them compared to using them over here where my hermitages will want to pick them up. Cliff houses. Those could get me some points to move on or to progress. Got 8.1s over here. We've got 12.1s over here. Got 14.1s here. Nothing is going to be played here. So we'll play them where they're worth the most. And this is worth the most. Okay. Next building to play to get us enough points to progress. Just a few houses, I guess. That works. Nice, that fits in there. That fits in there pretty well. Does this fit in? That does. Okay, we'll just play all of those buildings. Get them out of my hair. Oh no, this hermitage. Oh, okay, it doesn't hit any of those houses. That's very nice for me. That was almost a big mistake. I think I finally centered on the hermitages. There's going to be a very few amount of parks that I get in the coming building packs. This deletes some trees. Does this delete any more? This deletes a flower. It doesn't delete a flower because I play it this far back. So we can play it here for 126, deleting nothing. And then this deleting some greenery, but we don't care about how much greenery it deletes. We just care about its point total. Is there a better point total anywhere else? No, no. Oh, hold on. That extra sauna might give it some more points. Nope. There's an extra park that's off to the right as well. Okay, before I play that hermitage, I've got a building pack that I can open up and maybe get some buildings that I... No, it's just giving me cliff houses now. Hermitage goes down here. And then we can play our monument well for 137 back here, and in the future we're playing it for 129 up here, or maybe it fits better on a different corner. Okay. 137 first. So. Open up our next building pack. Replacement of a wall out in the middle of nowhere. What's our next boon? Shrink building, score multiplier. Easily, easily. That's going on the temple up top here. We've got 2 wall platforms, so now we can finally decide where they should go, like here or off to the right. I think I'm going to wait on the wall platforms longer. I keep saying that, but not any less true. By that, I mean, what is it? I want to plan around, like, 3 wall platforms. One facing here, one here, then maybe one back here, or, like, stacked on top of it, or... Okay, what would be the best wall platform setup? Do I need to wait? Feels like this is the best one that I'm getting. Like, I'm not getting a perpendicular one. I'm not getting an aligned wall platform. It doesn't look like on this wall. So we play one out here, and we can't exactly play one above it. So that's only one wall platform location. Then we play a second wall platform here that is as close as we can get, and it doesn't interfere with this one at all, but that also is pretty far away from the ley line, so I'd prefer to make this one instead, but I want to make sure that they don't cross paths. I want to make sure they don't touch tips, and it really looks like they're going to be touching tips if I do this. Okay, let me try this wall platform first, and this wall platform second. It's eating up a bit of the area. If I can get this any further off to the right, I'm fine with that wall platform placement. That is as far as it'll go. If it wasn't for that mill that I played down there, I'd be able to move it over further, but have to live with the decisions I made before. This is still a pretty good one. I don't think it sinks any lower if I move it off to the right. So like this, yeah, this is as good as a wall platform as I'm gonna get. Or like these two, I should say. I could maybe play something above this wall platform in the future and put like a circus or a jeweler on it or something. Let's see if the wheat fields still reach. Oh, just barely? What about mansions? Mansions do not reach. Okay, so it's looking like wheat fields here, and then we'll play more buildings that need more space further back. I can't believe that it's this close. That like, look at, this is 12. Hold on. This is 12. It's already off the edge of the wall platform. That's 17. And it's a little bit more off the edge of the wall platform. Okay, I kind of want to play this one first to make sure that I can get fourth one in there. I don't know if the wheat fields are actually big enough to make 4 across. I'll play it here then. Brings me more points. Let's get some more buildings. So wall to add to our ladder. The ladder grows ever longer. And it's a little bit shaky. It's a little bit shaky. It's a rope ladder. I wanted to play a city center before I played this hut. So where would I play that? I don't have any more neighborly, so it's not going here. I could play it down here for minus 35 points. Are the 5 points on the ley line worth it? Where else could I play it? Not here. Definitely not there. I could play it up top here, but like it feels like another building should take up this space. Like a temple. Hold on, can a temple fit here? No, it can't? Okay, I still need this terrace then to make sure that I have space to play a temple by the end. Could I just place the city center back here? No, that's probably going to be out of range of any huts that I play here. Oh, for sure. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the city center then. I'll just play it back. What else could I play for points? Harbor over here. 2, 55, 58. This could get 4 points on the ley line. It's only worth 11 in that case, though. I still prefer that. It's another 4 points on the ley line, man. It's lighting up rocks down there. Another wall to the ladder. Let me line this up better. Okay, now that I know where my wall platforms are going, I can play masons that are closer. That doesn't work. I guess they have to be played down here. Okay. There we go. That's me seeing as deep as I can into the hole. Yes, and I know that that sounds really bad, but... What, do you want me to say, like, crevice instead? I guess I don't use the word deep. That would sound better. Oh, I should make sure that these parks that I'm playing are in range of the next monument that I'm going to. So that works. Nice crisp 16-point park. Getting an extra 8 on the monument, I believe. Oh, hold on. Have I played my second monument? Where is it? Did it just move further off to the left than what I'm expecting? Go through each of my buildings. I've tried scanning over this quickly a couple times. I thought I had a second monument. I had a second hermitage. That's what it was. 12 points as opposed to nothing elsewhere. Okay, they're not hitting my seaweed farms anymore. I think this one is more worth it. Okay. What else can I play? The mountain shrine hasn't really gained in points, and it's not going to gain in very much. I'm fine to play it now and then look to play the fortune teller after this, especially with my draw being limited pretty soon. I'm going to open up this pack as soon as I get it to make sure that I get all 6 buildings so that this doesn't go to the score loop. I don't think it's going to even by the end of the mountain shrine, but just to be safe. There we go. We've got a new wall platform. I have no idea where I'd be playing this. I guess, like, no, even that doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Got another 2 seaweed fields, of which I have no idea where to play. Good enough. Good enough. New boon. Summon Whisper, add Terrace. Wisp does nothing right now. Terrace is a long-range building that'll at least give it the ley line 2 points, but might be more buildable space. Might be more buildable space. Lighthouse. I want to make sure this is in range of the ley line, so let's put it... The other one is still 45 points. Wow. I'm surprised. Okay, that's fine. Keeps them beside each other in case we get any more docks, harbors, fishers, the like. I said I wanted to play my fortune teller soon. I think I can play less than... No, I'm just going to back up that lighthouse and play my fortune teller now. Now I do want it in range of the ley line. This spot maybe worked. You know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna come back to this later. Alright, it's been a minute. We're still focusing on the ley line over here. Need to figure out what buildings would go around it again. It's gonna take me a bit to get my bearings. Let's see about mansions. I think I was waiting for a wheat field in this corner. I want to see if any mansions can fit on this while platforming it close enough, because I don't think I've done that yet. Not them. Houses, maybe? One, maybe 2 row of houses. Yeah, well, I guess a row and a half? Yeah, because they don't go this far. But I could get, like, a couple houses in here. And I've got 17 of them, so I could make sure all of them are the small versions. That is 3 points per building. I might want to put other buildings down, but I think they can go, like, back here. Say the sawmills that'll grant 4 points, or the jewelers, or things like that. And then other buildings that need to be closer can go here. I've got another lighthouse. Oh, I think I was... Wait, I thought I already played this one for points here. I remember it fitting up here, like, vividly. There it is. Yeah, exactly there for 46 points. Okay, I'll play that then. Maybe the game just didn't save it. Odd. I was also looking for other wall platform positions, and this doesn't work. The only one that seems like it is, like, maybe over here, but, like, that provides so little extra building space, especially because it's going to need to be above the other buildings. So, like, I don't think wall platforms are going to be beneficial anymore. We had a fortune teller that I was going to place because now I'm getting reduced draw. That's another thing. I could do that. I think I might have undone the lighthouse because I said I wanted to do the fortune teller. That could be it. Now I just need to find a good spot for it. Something that's like close enough, but not taking up space that like, yeah, the houses would be taking up just before this. I could also play it back here instead. But that feels like, okay, so if this still leaves 2 spaces remaining for houses, then I'll play it. So, fortune teller there, and then a house can't fit in beside it. I mean, this does fit, and I think it pushes all the way to the other side of the wall platform, right? Not exactly. Okay, that's a bit difficult then, because it's probably not going to snap forward with the wheat fields. I don't know about this fortune teller location, or if I could, I'd want to push it just like a bit further back. Maybe like a weird rotation could get me there. Or like pulling it down just a little bit from the corner could also do the same thing. So let's try there and see if there's enough space for 2 blocks to fit in. Yeah, like a house here now. Okay, that works. And then I would be playing something like a jeweler here, or I guess the jeweler is going to go over here beside the 2 precious metal mines and the mansions. But I'm content with this fortune teller spot. Next building pack. Let's see what it is. We've got a dock hut. I remember where those guys go, so I'm going to place them. Good. We can put a city center down before that hut if we feel like it, and we've got another sealed boon. What's the number at? 46. Okay, yeah. So it is just one more ley line, and I'll hit my break point. Docks are probably not going to be in range from anywhere unless I take up a bunch of water platform space, and like that might even be fine. They're giving 4 points to the ley line. It's hold on. No. This is where I play it for sure. Okay. That does lock in the hut. I could have played the city center down before that hut to maybe get some points off of it, but like finding a spot for the city center is going to be difficult. I mean, it's not too bad over here. It's only minus 24 points. Only minus 20. I'm not too worried about getting more points at this point. I've got so many buildings down here that I'm going to get to like the 3 or 2 building draw, and then like at that point I don't need to get 300 points to just get another 2 buildings that like may or may not fit inside the ley line's range. I'm comfortable with the city center position. We had the lighthouse that we wanted to put down a while back, and I still haven't done that. Were you rotated at all? Come on, I know you can fit in here. Could try putting it down here instead. That is more points. But I may not be lucky enough to get it. Really? Was it really that particular? Like it needs to be like a certain rotation up here as well? Okay, there's the rotation. Why is it 41 now instead of 40? There it was at 46. I guess with me talking about like eking, or what is it, the city center being minus 20 points and that being fine, I shouldn't worry about the 5 points on this lighthouse. Seriously, did I have to be like looking at it from this camera angle to get it? That's so crazy that it's like that particular. Whatever, we get to move on. We've got cliff houses for 12 points. Just want to see if there's any better spots that I can be playing these cliff houses. Because like they're not going to be in range of this ley line ever. I'm just going to play them for as many points as I can, get them out of my building bar. These guys are also being played for 12, but they're also... Oh, 14, that works. I think I'm done playing cliff houses in this area then. They're not going to be getting any better. Than just like being played beside both the lighthouses here, and then I'll also have a lot of space for just more cliff houses around them, so they'll slowly scale up with every new building placed. Come on. You can fit in there for an extra 5 points, right? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see what the boon is that I got, and then I'll open up my next building pack. A duplicate. That's really nice. And we've got demolish, so that duplicate is going on the temple. We're going to hope that I draw another temple naturally as well, so that I have 3 of them. 1 to play demolish, 1 to play demolish, score multiply the last one, because do I have score mult? I do. Very nice. Okay, more cliff houses to play. These aren't beside the rest of my buildings, I guess. Like, okay, so even though these guys are scoring, what was it, 18 points? Yeah. Because they're not over here, they're not scaling taverns or towers or whatever other buildings I have. So these guys are more worth it, even if they are less points on paper. Got another small one. Can I get that underneath anywhere? That would be a great spot, but I don't think it's happening. I guess just up here is fine. 11 points isn't bad. It's not great, but it's... 16 is fine. Okay, that's all the cliff houses done now. Wall platforms. These guys can still be in range of the ley line, though. I'll wait to play them to make sure that I'm not playing any buildings here that are, like, too tall for them, or that, like, it gets too difficult to play buildings over top of them. Like, it seems like this wall platform is pretty likely in my future, but not yet. We could also look for playing parks that are in range, but like they're the exact same range as houses, and they take up slightly more space because this corner house is going to, yeah. It's taking up 3 blocks of space, whereas the park is taking up 4. Oh, and I get lucky enough to put another house down here too. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna wait on 1 more wheat field to go here. I could play this one back here, and then another L-shaped block over here. That's fine by me. It is stopping me from playing any big buildings back here, but I've got a lot of space for big buildings over... I don't have any water platforms. You don't... No, I do. I just haven't drawn any more of my water platforms. Okay, okay. I was wondering, like, where were all of them? I'm so used to having, like, 2 or 3 in my inventory by this point, but I just haven't... Like, you're guaranteed to only draw 1. You don't need more than that. What is next for points? Right, I wanted to play another house here, and I needed to get this one out of my inventory. So just there. There works. We have got another small one, which is perfect. Try fitting you in here. That's nice. We've got another dock, and I'm fine with placing it here. It is stopping me from playing like a water platform in this area, but I think I'm only going to get 2 by the end of the game. That'll go there. The extra 4 points here is fine. Let's get this fisher with an extra 2 points. This is going to be another sustainable. I remember last time it gave me like 60 points just for the sustainable. Yeah, look at this. An 80-point fisher. It is in range of everything, but there's like, okay, 1, 2, maybe 3 fish, 4, 5 in range. So like 10 points from fish, 70 points otherwise. Wow. That is our next boon and our last boon. Okay, increase area. I'm going to take this. Precious is better, it gets more points, but this might get us 1 more building in range, maybe like a temple that I don't have to demolish anymore. But excuse me, I want to double check something. My strategy later on has me play a temple in a certain location. That temple is, or I'm going to make a temple pit. The temple pit is trying to score the temple as high as possible. I want to see what the range of the temple is in comparison to a guild hall. The temple right now is going out to that first tree, just barely. The guild hall here, if I were to align it on the same side, is going out past that tree. It's going to the mansion. So now I'm going to go to boons and go to increase area and see what the temple is like. It is going just barely beyond that mansion, right? So then if I go back to my guild hall, if I were to play my guild hall in the center, it's probably the same range. Yeah, so if I play it right where the temple is going to go, then it like looks like exactly the same range, which is crazy. Because how I'm going to be playing things in the future is a score multiplied negative guild hall. So like I'm playing it here for a bunch of negative points using level up, and then undoing this to point invert it. So this is actually worth plus 240 points. And if I get to use score multiplier on it instead of increase range, because the same size as like my temple, and it's going in my temple pit where that's going to be like the most densely compact area that I'm building in my entire island, then I can follow it up with an increased area temple, which is like exactly what I want in that space. Perfect. It works out perfectly. I don't have to like futz around with, oh, there's one building that's going to be in range of the guild hall, but not in range of the temple, or vice versa. They're just like in range of each other at all times. Next building to go down. Just want to make sure I'm not using any of my boons. No. Clippos. Good enough. We could ladder walls, or we could save it to get an extra 4 points maybe on this. It can't be played up top. If we were to play it down below, no, we're not playing it down below. I'm going to try to use some mansions in the area, because like now we don't have any wall platforms that are close enough for them. I can only be playing them down here. And oh look, a small mansion. It's perfect. We play it like this and it'll get sucked in a bit, I think. We've got a 2x2 here, which isn't perfect, so I would rather play it outside and wait for a corner piece. That doesn't get in range of both the plateaus. That could get in range of the terrace and the plateau. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, here works, unless it doesn't. Here works. Okay, we've got a small corner now. So I'm thinking one goes here and then one goes out here. Can any go along this side and fit? No. Okay. If I position one here, I have space enough for a wall to fit in, I think. And then I could wrap this one around. Okay, let me just try here. Then this one, I guess it doesn't really matter how big it is. I'd still probably get a small mansion in here so that I have one more block of space for houses to be played down below. And I wanted to see if a wall fit in there, but I don't have a wall. I would need to wait for that. So let's undo it, grab some points from something else, and then come back. 10 points, 13... There it is. We have a wall. Perfect. So now I can put down that mansion and then check it after with a wall. So I wanted to play you like this, and I wanted to play a wall tucked in here afterwards to get points on the ley line, but I don't think I'm able to get it close enough to the ley line to get points. Like, the wall does fit in here, but I'm not able to rotate it in such a way unless I really pull it, downwards. And me getting an extra 4 points from this wall, I don't think is worth it when I could just instead be playing more houses in the space that it's going to be taking up. Maybe. Let's see if I get another small wall. Okay, or small mansion. I'm fine with that mansion placement still. Put you here. Put you here. Still don't have a corner. There's the corner piece. And we're looking down here. Okay, and so now with that one placed, we know that there's no space for a mansion to like shimmy into that area. So a wall placed like... Is it not able to stretch as far as it was before? There you go, 24 points. But that's looking like it would take up one block of space here. 2, 3, 4 at least. And that's giving me 4 points on the wall compared to me just playing some houses in the area that I know exactly like... They will fit. They like have to. I'm fine with playing houses here instead of a wall. Maybe it could be a different building than houses, but I think they're like compact enough that it's the best building to play. Parks aren't going to be better down here. A wheat field isn't going to be in range anymore unless I'm able to get it on this corner up here. Which I didn't think so, but there's a small possibility. Are we done with wheat fields then? I believe so. Unless I undo that building right there and tuck this guy in. Let me see if that works. So this guy could get... Ooh, he could get points from the, what is it, backside here? So I just need to face the mansion in the other direction. Let me place the wheat field first. So that's on the cusp. We might be able to get one more wheat field. under there. It's really hard to tell how far back it goes. Let me try playing a house and seeing how much space this takes up. Yeah, okay, so if I play a wheat field there, it's taking over this one block of space that the mansion would want to take up. A wheat field offers 5 points, a mansion offers 6, so a mansion is better. We are losing a bit of space there. Oh, and now I can't undo the wheat field and move it up alongside this mansion. So we are losing like half a block of space on this side, half a block of space on the other side. Oh, never mind. Okay, if that works, I'm taking it. And that looks like it's, yeah, almost exactly flush with the wheat field. Okay, I'm fine with those placements. Let's get some houses down in the area. I'm not going to be able to, push for houses that are only worth, or like only have 3 blocks of space. I wanted to do that up there, but I think I've only got 11 houses left and I might only draw like another 3. So I need to start playing houses that just fit. You get in range just barely. That's a great position. Then you... I think up here is fine. Let me try... Yeah, okay. Let me open up the front a bit for something to sneak in there. Yep. Yes. And then a corner piece can fit in here. I guess almost any corner piece can fit in there. What about this? That's not close enough. What about sliding something into position down here? The mason stops it from sliding into position. Okay, so I need an L-shaped block that goes in that direction, meaning I need to play this block facing the, inside. I could also play this, S-shaped block here, but it gets rid of some of the space in the back, and if I get something big that's like a 3x3, that's a no-go. So I need a specifically shaped house for that area, meaning I can put this house down below here, as long as it gets in range of the ley line somewhere. It doesn't take up more space than what I'd want it to. I mean, that's going to be a hard space to fill for sure. I'll take that. There's not 2 blocks of space down there. Hold on, is there space for a sawmill underneath? No, okay. There's space for a sawmill back and up here. I'm inclined to use that because it's on the cusp of its range, and I might have enough space for 2 sawmills. I'm going to try for 2 sawmills up here. Yeah, and if so, then I'm going to be taking these 2 sawmill locations. Next on the list, we've got a lumberjack that could get us enough points. We could put the lumberjack under here. How much space do I have under there? Like nothing. Okay, yeah. So a lumberjack down here. What's next? Another house. We could play it. What buildings are going to be in range now? A tavern's going to get us enough points to get a new building pack. It's either a like perfectly positioned one. Can it fit in here anymore? It can't. We could stuff one back here, which like, okay, hold on. If a warehouse fits in here. No, it's a bit too big. And we don't have any more boons. We can't get any shrink buildings. So like, nothing is going to go back here in the future. It could be a shaman, which is a lot of negative points. So that shaman is being played last. Alongside the, tavern in this area, because it takes up no actual space. I could also play a tavern here, or to get points, I could play it here. Can I fit it in anywhere like... Ooh, never mind. This is the spot for it. Okay. We've got a new wheat field, which no longer going to be in range anywhere. We've got a lot of wall platforms, which actually isn't that bad. It's like a free 2 points on there, because like wall platforms have such a large range. I'll definitely be able to stack up 4 of them. I could also just make a parking garage and like stack 4 of them directly on top of each other, not worrying about the space on top of each of them. Cliff house. Here works. We've got our wall ladder. Hold on, is there anywhere that I can eke a wall into range? This corner is seeming like the most likely. Yes. That's an extra 4 points. Am I using anything along this line of wheat fields? Maybe more houses, but I have enough space for houses back there. On top of the terrace needs to be saved for a temple, though. Hold on, if I can get another... This is 1 house in range. This would be 2, 3, I believe. That might have enough space to fit in there. I think I should be playing houses here instead, just because, a wall is worth 4 points, 2 houses will be worth more than that. Yeah, so that's already 6 points. That's worth it. I could fit a house back in here. That feels good. We get another small house. That's great. Okay, so if I put one here, I can put one along this side of the wall to still be in range of the ley lines. This is a fine space. And then this can be my last one. Is there any more space for a wall like this? No. So I'm fine with a house, or sorry, a house like this, not a wall like this. I'm fine with my last house being played here. Man, I didn't think that I'd have so much space for houses around the ley line, but I'm glad that I saved onto, or held onto them. We now no longer have space to play walls over here. I'm sure that I'm not going to be getting a wall underneath this wall platform. There's too many wheat fields. And then, like, wrapping it around this backside, maybe there's a chance, but, like, I don't think so. Not with a lumberjack. Yeah, like, I can get one in there, but there's no way that I can wrap it around the corner. I think the houses have been pushed, like, up against the, like, a rock down there. So the wall isn't fitting anywhere. We can play it for points. Alright, new buildings. We have another house to play. Maybe this one gets in range. No. No. Okay, so then it's played on this side. This one is in range, but that might be blocking houses in the future. I don't think I have like the ability to say houses in the future. I'm going to draw like one more. Those 3 points aren't gonna make or break anything. I hope they don't make or break anything. That's what I'll tell myself. Okay, and then we could... Oh, I was going to get a house up there, and this was the perfect shape for it. No. Okay, maybe... I could fit a skinny park in there to, like, take back some points if I get a skinny park. I guess I can hold on to the park then while I'm waiting. Fish Kite, Temple, Market could maybe be somewhere in range, like all the way back here. Just barely. Okay, that's going to be out of range of the temple. It's scoring less points, but I only care about points on the ley line. What buildings need to be in range of the ley line? I would like a guild hall to be in there. That's easy. It takes a lot of negative points, but I can play it last. That's going to be score multiplied for 18. We're going to be playing a temple here, demolishing it, and then duplicating it. And then playing it with a score mult the second time around. What else could we demolish? I mean, okay, so there's no buildable space out here, right? There's no water platform, but I need spaces for my 3 warehouses to go down in range, so I could play all of them on top of here. Let me see if warehouses are better on the top side or closer to the bottom. I think just directly in the middle is fine. Okay. So let me play a terrace. That's a lot of points for a terrace, by the way. It's taking the negative from, what is it? That other terrace? I guess it's just all of the city centers that are close by. I didn't get as many masons as I'm used to. Or not as I'm used to, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I did get my 6 masons. Okay. We've got space for warehouses back here, and we could even put them across the gap, maybe? Hold on, can a park go across the gap? No, yes, question mark? But like it's a big question mark. And I want to push my temple like to one side or the other, making enough space for some parks or something like that. So let me try playing the terrace again at like a slightly higher. Does it get any higher? I don't think so. Okay, so I just have to live with this. I'm going to hope that the temple can be played along that line and be played a bit further back. It doesn't like being played along that line. What about like directly in the middle like the warehouses were? The warehouses don't like that line anymore. That's crazy that it's that close. Okay, let me try playing the terrace again. We'll move it downwards a bit to see if this is more in line with each other. Doesn't look like it. Warehouse? No. Okay, let's try playing it a bit further up. Maybe if I leave like a little bit more space in between them, they'll like act as more flush. Nope. Push them as close together as possible. That seemed like a good zone. That looks like they're flush. Oh yeah, okay. So then a temple, if I could still play it on these 2, that would be perfect. So I need it to be a little bit further to the left so that a temple can be played here. Terrace goes down. Oh, but it took a lot until the right, until it started moving upwards. Hold on. There. Now, maybe if I shimmy it upwards and then try dragging it to the left, it'll be fine. Let's try there, because that's like the first thing where I saw it start dipping down. Come on, temple. Come on. Okay, so the temple could be played sideways like this, which isn't perfect. I would much rather it be played level. I'm gonna try one more time to see if I can get that there. So it needs to go up at least like 1 tick from this. And it's so odd for like when it does decide to go up or down. That looks like perfectly flush. Hold on, I think I can just get this in early as long as I like wiggle it properly. Okay, okay, hold on. Let me get it like exactly flush with it and then wiggle. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. I'm not gonna get it exactly flush and that'll be fine. That is what I'm going to take once I get it again. There. Okay, and then a temple. Oh, it snapped to the grid. Okay, okay. So it doesn't snap, what is it, vertically up or down, but it does snap horizontally to the grid. That's really nice to know. Okay, so then I could play a temple back here, and then I can play parks in front of said temple. So let me play those. One goes here. The temple still has enough space to be in range. It has enough space even for like maybe another skinny park to go down. Maybe. Big maybe. We need to duplicate this, so I need to play some more things. What about the fish kite going down? So I have 2 score multipliers. One is used on the guild hall, one is used on the second temple, so no score multiplier on this fish kite. It's only getting us 65 points. We would want to play our towers first. Towers can go really anywhere to just get us a massive amount of points. I could also play warehouses to this. Does a temple doesn't like a warehouse, so I want to play those afterwards. Let me just make sure that they're in range, yeah, all the way from back here, and that a temple does have enough space. Oh, yeah, there's definitely enough space for the warehouses back here. Maybe only 2 of them, but I should be finding, yeah, third one here. So then the order that I should play these in. Mansions can no longer get close enough, so they can just go anywhere for points. This works. This works. Let's see what our next buildings are. A water platform, and it's another T block. Okay, so this is going to get 2 points to our ley line, at least. We can get a monument in range for... Oh, that actually gives us some points. Sure. I can't be too stingy with, like, where I want to place my buildings anymore. Hold on a second. Okay, so we've got the monument to place here. I want to make sure that there's space for the warehouse to be played after it. Oh, for sure. For sure. I want to make sure that there's space for my jeweler to go down. This could go in front of my temple. Does my temple care about a jeweler? It does not. Okay. I could play that down now, actually. There's not really anything stopping me. I could also play it in between the terraces down here. That's a better position. Not many buildings are going to fit this perfectly. Okay. Next to play... Just get more of the mansions out of my inventory. Alright. Now, with these buildings I have left, the wheat field doesn't have anywhere to go. Just play it over here. The towers can now be played in our fish kite after them. So let's see where are good locations for them. This is 51. That is most of the masons. That's good. We've got another sealed boon. That's great. I think I'm going to be getting 1 more out of this ley line from the amount of buildings I have left. We can play 2 towers over here. We can also play 2 towers up here instead. I think I like that better. Nothing else is going to be played up top here, so... let me open up that building pack before I reduce my draw. We've got another park, which can go here for another 2 points. We can play our last tower, which should go down here. Fits in just beside the monument. Sure, that works. Our wall. Is there anywhere that our wall could go on top here to get itself in range? How is that not in range? I guess it's just that the ley line is a lot less vertical than I'm thinking. It's just a lot further down below. Okay. We're drawing 2 buildings, yeah. That's a good building to draw. That's another 4 points. We want to play it somewhere that, like, our warehouse isn't going to be, so that works. Cliff house, bad building draw, but that's kind of to be expected. It's a cliff house. I'm this late in the game with only 2 draws. I shouldn't be expecting every draw to hit, you know? I could put wall platforms above this. There's nothing else that I really want to play up there. These guys, do they pull out from the wall to stack on top of each other properly? I kind of want to test. So this guy is like... No, it doesn't move at all. Terraces do, but not the platforms. I could also play a couple warehouses all the way up here if I felt like it. The guild hall still has space to go down here. Right, this was the guild hall space. I mean, this could also be the guild hall space. Let me duplicate my temple before I forget. So mansion, and then we put our fish kite down somewhere that just works. 125, sure. We get another 2 draws from this. Ooh, a pyre. That's nice. And a park, because I know that I can fit another park in here. Okay. And then the pyre could go... A couple of the city centers are going to be, like, blocked from line of sight now. 70 points back here. 77 over here. 78. Sure. Is there any higher elsewhere? It's more that I'm curious about, like, what a pyre could score for. 90. Really? Because it, what, scores... Why is it getting 90 points back here? 92? Is it just hitting more lumberjacks or something? No, that can't be it. Oh, one of the pyres back here it can't see because of, like, a fissure blocking its line of sight, I think? Or something else. The fish kite. The fish kite is blocking its line of sight. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll just play it there. We've got space for the 2 warehouses behind the temple, and then 2 over, or 1 over here. I'll still play it. I'll play it far forward, getting as many points as I can. If I get a second or another warehouse, I can play it behind this guy. So 68 is the point total that we're going with. I should duplicate while my temple is in the spot to duplicate it. I'm actually curious about sustainable. Prevents the next time a building would get a negative score from industry or harvesting buildings. What if I play it around... Yeah, so repeated industry or harvesting buildings no longer count negatively against the guild hall. That'd be an interesting way to play it. You wouldn't have to worry about lumberjacks or fishers or those buildings being repeated. Okay, so we've got 2 temples. We've got 2 score multipliers. One of them is being used on the temple. One of them is better used on the guild hall. So we play a temple without a score multiplier, demolish it, and then play a second temple with a score multiplier. Yeah, with a score multiplier on it. So this goes down. And then we demolish it. And then we can add a building pack here. And then we put it down another temple score multiplied. That's a lot of it filled out. Maybe the guild hall makes it there, with the warehouses granting it a few extra points. Like, it's getting close, it's getting close. Okay, so we've got 1 more building that we're going to draw. And that building grants 2 points, but hey, that's 2 points. And we have the sustainable to use on it again. Okay, now we've got the shaman to play, the guild hall. Cliff house is not going to be in range anywhere. Like, maybe here? Yeah, no, not happening. Play the shaman. 5 points on it. Don't care about the negative for my score. Now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 rocks left to complete. Those 5 rocks are going to be like a quarter of this, so it's expecting like 20 points. This guild hall is so close to making it. I'm not sure if it will. If it doesn't, I can always undo it, because like I don't want to take them. The minus 324 doesn't matter. Yes! Oh my god, that's so many sealed boons from 1 level. Did I come in here with less than 40? I feel like I came in here with more than 40. Like, I didn't get 10 sealed boons on this. That feels like a lot. Oh, hold on. Wait. If you demolish a negative building, it just gives you 0 points. It doesn't give you back any of the points? Really? Let me see, because like I want to hold on to a few of these points first. Oh. Oh, I don't. Right, because I already have that sealed boon. When I undo, it's not going to take away that sealed boon. I'm still at 50, but it doesn't keep the progress on the ley line. So like the next sealed boon is harder to get, but I don't care about the next sealed boon because I can't get it. So I can play this guy for points somewhere. Where was the spot before that it was playing for a lot? Yeah, it was like over here because there was like a bunch of docks and harbors. 52. Definitely not up here, not up here. Not here either. Definitely not in this corner. Play it for 64 and then move on. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oof, another island done. More sealed boons collected.